I really envy you. Another addictive documentary. If you feel bored after reading it, come here and slap me in the face. He will tell you with the most authentic footage. Days without internet and takeout. How comfortable can it be? The atmosphere is a little different for the family today. On weekdays they are busy herding sheep. But today Nader announced a special mission. The whole family goes out. Go into the mountains in search of a luxurious and delicious mountain cherry. This wild fruit is a rarity in the local area. Whether you can eat it all depends on luck and rewards. Before departure, Nader repeatedly told the most is water. More water in the Zagros Mountains. Dehydration is deadly. Many people feel that the water is heavy, but in this no man's land without any supply stations, water is a lifesaver. Especially at this dry high altitude. Your body loses water faster than you think. Often when you feel thirsty, the body is dehydrated. The team is assembled. Rising Ned. Strong son Basid. The woman does not allow the husband's daughter-in-law Fatima and Ned's brother Kadir. Zurbanu stayed at home due to leg problems. This door. Immediately you can feel what is hardcore. Where is this road? In front of them. It's a super slope with a nearly 45-degree angle. These are not some stairs that we built in our park. It was rubble all over the place. Bare around. There's no shade tree. Only the sun is shining brightly overhead. Walked for about half an hour. When you feel like your lungs are going to explode, the surrounding scenery has finally changed. In the bare rock crevices, started to glow green. There are even small orange wildflowers by the roadside. So this gives people a little bit of confidence. If there are plants, there is water. Vital Nader tells from experience. You're not up high enough yet. We're just warming up now. The good things are all on top of the mountain. Climbed for a long time, it looks like it's getting close to the top of the mountain, but the touch of red that everyone is looking forward to never appeared. Forget about cherries. I didn't even see a decent tree. Month and day. The family of 4 can't take it anymore. Find a rare shade and sit down. Trying to calm down the breath like a bellows. Nader pulls out the telescope he's carrying with him. Shooting around on this rocky hillside. Hope to find the track of the target. But these few minutes of observation, the results have been discouraging. Is there only stone or stone in the shot? The atmosphere in the team was dripping down. Water doesn't speak, and everybody gulps down the water. Just then, a sudden gasp broke the silence. Everyone looked back. Hey. The big black dog at home actually followed quietly. This guy has a tired tongue sticking out. Eat, breathe straight. Originally dull atmosphere. I was amused by the unexpected 5th team member. Everyone's mood is also slightly relaxed. There's still a way to go. To find cherries. Nader decided not to go down the beaten path. They gave up the relatively gentle ramp. Turn to challenge. Stony town made of huge rocks. That's not the way. It's done entirely by hand and foot, and it's used to drill through the cracks in the rock. This choice seems reckless. In fact, it contains the wisdom of the mountains. The flat place has long been eaten up by cattle and sheep. Only such people and livestock. Rock crevices that are difficult to step into. It is possible to hide fish that slip through the net. It really pays off. In the cracks of the boulders, they finally found a mountain cherry tree. Sparse branches. Hanging a few small red fruits. Let's talk. This is the cherry that haunts them. This thing, master, grows in the Zagros Mountains. And the mountains of northern Iran. The fruit is very small. It's not as big as your pinky. It doesn't look like much, but the taste is extremely concentrated, and it's worth more than just food. In the local culture, the hard seeds of mountain cherries are collected, pierced into necklaces and bracelets, with a raw wild beauty. As for why, trees can grow in the cracks of this stone. Mostly thanks to the birds. Birds eat the fruit, fly high to excrete. The seeds slide down the rain into the crevices, take root and sprout. This is nature's most amazing cycle. But let's be honest, the yield of this first tree was a bit disappointing. Too few fruits. Not enough to put a family between their teeth. Since it has opened, it's enough for everyone. The procession continued on the rocks. There's less and less dirt underfoot. It's basically hard rock. But here's the weird thing, in this seemingly barren rocky area, green plants actually grow better. And it's an interesting phenomenon in the outdoors. Rocks hold water. And it avoids the destruction of plant roots by herbivores. For people struggling to find a foothold on the slope, every step has to be careful. You have to stop now and then. Examine the distribution of plants around, although I never saw the shadow of the second cherry tree again. But he made a new discovery, the green ones in the distance. It turned out to be a huge mountain thyme. Now I have to praise Fatima. In this male prison-dominated team, he never falls behind, even if it's climbing between big rocks. He is also strong. Stepping on stones and rubbing up. That bone tenacity, I really don't lose to the men at home at all. When they finally got over this rocky town, the sight in front of them stunned everyone. It's a paradise hidden in the clouds. Groups of butterflies fly in the air. Beneath my feet are slices of high-quality mountain thyme. In the local area, it is a must-have divine grass for every household. It has a strong aroma. It is both a seasoning and a medicinal material. This wild alpine thyme. Because the growing environment is pure, plenty of sunshine, the quality is 100 times better than the one grown at home. Since cherries are hard to find, then pull the weeds. Several people immediately started. It's dense. One pull is a lot. The touch of your fingertips across the grass. The fragrance that accompanies the nose. Special decompression. After a while, half the sack was full. This unexpected gain satisfies everyone. The fatigue of climbing the mountain just now seems to have dissipated in half, although time is harvested. But Nader still has cherries on his mind. Unfortunately, it's noon. The sun is getting more and more poisonous. Huge physical exertion. The cherry is still gone. They found a boulder. Hiding in the shade and getting ready to eat. That's when Nader took out the kettle. Start making tea. Many young people may not understand. Shouldn't you drink iced Coke on such a hot day? In fact, for people who work outdoors all year round, hot tea is an artifact to relieve the heat. A cup of hot tea. Sweat all over. People are more transparent and relieving. And in the wild, boiled water is also safer and more hygienic. Today's lunch is simple. It can even be said to be a bit rough. The staple food is naan cake, which must be eaten at every meal. The side dishes are a canned hodgepodge. They put several different flavors of canned food. Pour into a pot and stir. And heat it on the firewood. This way of eating sounds a bit dark. But in the mountains where supplies are scarce, this is a mixed paste of various oils and spices. Wrap it in cake and eat it. That's a unique flavor. Thermal explosion, the best way to replenish strength. While eating, Ned looked at the mountains in the distance. We made a rational decision. Give up looking for cherries. Go to the mountain on the other side in the afternoon, specifically looking for mountain rosemary. While eating, there was a cry of sheep in the distance. A pair of nomads drove a large flock of sheep by. Met peers in the mountains. That's a must-say. Then a family warmly greets each other to stop. Although I don't have much to eat. But still invite each other to sit down and share lunch. We talked about it. The cherries in this mountain have long been picked. The words of this nomadic brother completely extinguished Ned's last hope. But that's life. Message intercommunication is important. A group of people watch the sheep drinking tea. Chatting anecdotes about how sheep don't like to eat grass. The loneliness in the mountains is filled with warmth at this moment. Farewell to nomadic father and son. The Naders continue their journey. Compared to just climbing stones, the current road is even more annoying. Big slope full of gravel. It's a very difficult road to walk. If you step on it, it will slide down. 1 step 3 slides. It's a huge test for the knees and ankles. And suddenly Nader stops. In the rubble, he found an unremarkable low hole. The hole is small. You have to squat to get in. Curiosity drove them to find out. I didn't expect it to be unique inside. Space Avenue is fully capable of standing. There are even traces of human habitation. Could be a former hunter or herder. Temporary shelter left behind. But this is not tourism after all. They didn't stop much. Continue searching the cliffs. Although the cherries are gone, but mountain time is everywhere. Your strategy now is to step wherever you go. Since you are here, you have to make the sweat of this trip pay off. The team dispersed. Search around. In the mountains, the nearest hospital may be hundreds of kilometers away. For a family like Ned, nature is their pharmacy. As long as it is grass that can be used, they will all collect. It's these humble plants that are the lifeblood. It's a survival instinct. It is also a reverence for nature. Just as everyone was pulling the weeds, an accident happened. Although there are no cherries growing on the tree. But they found that there is a red fruit growing on the ground. Nader and son, carefully picking these little fruits. Although I don't know the specific scientific name, but experience tells them it's edible. The red consolation prize for this unexpected discovery. It was very exciting. Too bad it's rarer than cherries. After picking a small handful, I never saw him again. Just as everyone was about to go down the mountain, smashed down with a surprise. Bright mountain rosemary. These rosemary, tenaciously squeezed out of the crack in the stone. Pleasant growth. Rosemary is an evergreen aromatic plant. In Western food, he is the golden partner of steak. And at Ned's house, this is also a good condiment. Look at these green babies. Everyone quickly took out the big bags they had prepared. After all, it's not easy to climb this kind of mountain once. The picking process is not easy. Some dry grass branches with thorns. Tie it in your hand and rise. But look at these hands. That's hard work all year round. A pair of calloused hands. This little thorn doesn't count for them at all. Even the only female Fatima. It's also busy all the time. On a steep hill. She climbs and stoops. The weeding action is flowing. As simple and natural as eating and drinking water. Son sucks blood. Although they did not bring back the expected baskets of mountain cherries. But everyone's backpacks are packed. The family is finally on their way home. The way down the mountain is more difficult to walk. Gravity plus the weight of the backpack put a lot of pressure on the knee. As soon as the young and strong Wahid entered the house. Throw the bag on the ground. I'm exhausted. You know, he's a big guy. Even he is so tired. You can see how terrifying the amount of exercise is today. Nader unloading. I told my wife Zerbanu with a little regret. Cherries didn't find much. But Zelbanu was not disappointed. He happily took everyone's heavy backpacks. Put a sack of mountain thyme, rosemary, and that little bit of precious red fruit. Pourrito laut. Although the goal is discounted, but the effort was not in vain. Zerbanu, begin to skillfully organize these spoils. Ready to dry. These vanilla will be in the days to come. Become a delicacy on the whole family's table. Or a bowl of hot soup when you're sick. Friends. It's just an ordinary day for the Ned family. There's no drama. Only for the real running of life. Life is like climbing a mountain. You may have gone for the view from the top of the mountain. But in the end it makes you happy. Maybe it's just a cool breeze halfway up the mountain. Or a grass in a rock crevice. Okay, see you next time. Go and see this mountain. What other unknown surprises are there?